Alright, today we're going to be replacing our flexible brake lines on the truck that run from the frame over to the outer knuckle on the tire out to the outer hub. That's about the only thing left that I haven't replaced yet. I did the brake pads. I didn't do the calipers, but I did the pads. But I had this happen on a 99 F150 that I had, to where those flexible brake lines, you see it right in here, it's just this line here. That line like swells internally somehow, and it makes it to where your brake doesn't respond as fast as the other side. So that's what's happening. My right brake is catching faster than my left brake. So I'm going to try to replace them. I got the new lines in the truck. I'll show you in a minute. But first things first, we got to get this tire off and get the truck up on a jack stand. Okay, so we got the tire off here, and right away realized we had the wrong replacement part. So this hose has this little piece that comes off the side, like a little T-fitting. And of course now I have the right part. It has it too, but the other part they gave me at the store was the wrong part. It didn't have that little nipple off the side, or that little fitting, whatever, off the side. So I had to drive an hour round trip to go to the next closest store that had it. Luckily there's lots of those stores down here, but got over there, got it, got home, and now we're working on taking this one off. So I've already disconnected. This is the vacuum line for the four-wheel drive auto locking hubs. I've disconnected that one on the side, and I'm working on the one on the back. It's kind of a pain in the butt because I'm having to hold up my mud flap here and reach around behind it and undo it about a half turn at a time. So taking a little bit of time, but we'll get that off, and then we'll get this bracket off. And the new one has a new bracket that comes with it. So we'll get that new one stuck up there in place and then fit everything back up. Okay, so you can see we've got this flange down here out of the way. Not too bad, but just having to take that rear fitting right there out, having to reach around back to get it was kind of a pain. And then this little screw here that holds that clip on comes through from the back side, so that's kind of annoying to have to lay underneath the truck and reach up and take it out from the back side. But it's a little 5/16 socket head that goes on it, so just reach up in there with a little ratchet and back it out. But now we're going to grab our new hose that's laying here and put it back on, and everything goes in reverse order, and then we'll have to bleed the brakes. Okay, got the new piece on, and I found actually I hooked that hose up to the back side first and got it mostly started in, and so I'm not have to waste as much time trying to reach around there and get that little half turn at a time. So I got it mostly threaded on. I had enough play. I was able to do that, and then put the clip up in there, and then now I've got my clip. Got the screw back in on the back side, so I'll get this other hard line hooked up, and my vacuum line for what it's worth, which of course my vacuum line would connect here to my auto locking hose, but that nipple's busted off. So I'll go ahead and string the hose up there anyway, just so I've got it and don't lose it. But let's get our hard lines all hooked back up here and we'll be done. Okay, so we got our new line on. This is the driver's side. Got all this clamped down. Had the new copper crush washers because they were actually included. Although the hose is missing my vacuum hose for the auto locking hubs, but I guess that doesn't really matter because that little nipple's busted off like I showed you guys. I'm trying to find my little vacuum line here. Stick that through there. Even though it's not hooked up to anything, you put it there so I can see it. I'll show you over here on the other side. I went ahead and did the left side. I think was a problem. I went ahead and did the driver or the passenger side too, just to be safe. So same thing. Had to reuse the copper crush washers on this one, so hopefully it doesn't leak because they didn't have them in the new box. We got everything flanged up there. Got my vacuum line stuck back on. So that's it for replacing the brake hoses, and now we'll bleed the brakes.